Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a new Wheel of Time explained. Now this actually hasn't been posted on Twitter yet as I'm filming this. I only managed to stumble across it when I was checking my Instagram account. And yeah, it's I believe about the warders. So let's give it a watch.
What is a warder? A warder is a person who is literally bonded to an Aes Sedai through the One Power, often acting as a bodyguard, a friend, and a confidant. A warder would do anything for their Aes Sedai.
Hello. Okay, Daniel Henny looking very smart in this clip. So yeah, got quite a few new little clips throughout this 20 seconds. We get a shot of them above Emonds field. It's kind of very similar to one of the scenes that I saw 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure it's something from one of those sorts of scenes, maybe a little bit before that, something I haven't actually seen, but it's in the same location where they're above the two rivers looking down on them. And then we get a really cool shot of what is obviously Shadar Logoth. We see Lan now carrying Moiraine, as she's of course completely overwhelmed and exhausted from using the One Power to no doubt shield and protect the gang she's in from the Trollocs as they are moving towards Shadar Logoth. And so Lan's now taking control of the party and has led them in there as a place to kind of recuperate for the evening, as obviously he knows the Trollocs will not follow them inside Shadar Logoth because of obviously what's happened to their kind in the past. Up next we've got another shot of what we've already seen previously from maybe a day or two ago of Moiraine having the introduction to the first ever episode we'll be watching. So that was something new that's come out since then. This came through Amazon Prime New Zealand. They released the clip but in a much nicer widescreen view, so you can see a lot more of the scene itself. But actually in the description they actually say this is the first minute of the first episode of the series, which I thought was a really cool, nice little nitpick to take away from that. And then we see obviously another shot now where they are in, I would guess, the White Tower, just looking from the architecture in the background, or it's most definitely some sort of place of a nobility or of a wealthy estate. That's the way I perceive the surroundings we find them in this shot. Obviously now they're, as Lan's already stated before, they're confidants, they're friends, they're very much family. He's obviously now holding on to Moiraine and she is looking almost kind of a little bit worried about what's happened or something, which is really intriguing to see. It's a bit of a vulnerability that we're seeing in Moiraine for the first time that I don't think she would, outwardly show to the general public, shall we say. This is only a kind of intimate moment between Aes Sedai and Warder, where we see the Aes Sedai when they let their guard down and they show their emotions a lot more than when they're in the company of danger or with other Aes Sedai or whatnot. So that's really cool to see. It's intriguing for me to wonder about what this scene is about, what's just happened prior to have this sort of reaction from. From my recollection in the books, especially early on in them, I can't think of a scene where we see Moiraine and Lan have such a intimate moment with one another where she's kind of let her guard down, so to speak, and we're seeing a bit more emotion conveyed from her, as she's always very stone-faced and very assured and giving that outward impression of confidence that we know her for. So it's really intriguing. And then moving away from that, we get a real cool scene now of Lan. This is one of the shots I've obviously... Actually, I did not see this because the scenes I saw did not involve Moiraine and Lan yet in the Attack on Winter Night. So this is new even for myself. But it's really cool. We see a little bit of a kind of duel going on between one of the Trollocs and Lan there. And Lan makes quick work of him. This literally a block and then a swing of the sword and that Trolloc is down. That's really cool to see. It's showing land to be this dangerous, deadly weapon that's not to be messed with, which I really love. And it will show the difference between like a mere warrior or a member of an army going up against a Trolloc, where it looked like it would take a lot of men to take down the Trolloc. For example, in the scenes that I saw when we saw Rand and Tam fight one of those Trollocs, which was Narg, this fight went on for an age, just probably a minute or more, and there was the Heron Mark sword was used. He only got like 4 slashes on the Trolloc, and it didn't really damage the Trolloc at all in any sense. And the same with the spear and bow and arrow shots that Rand used on the Trolloc. But in this scene, it's literally boom, block, attack, and the Trolloc's dead, or at least down for the count, which I think is really cool to show off. Obviously, Lan is in the, how do we say this, prime of his water powers. Not that they ever dissipate. Whereas obviously in the scenes I've seen with Tam and Rand versus Narg, we have to take into consideration Tam is no longer what he once was, because he's no longer practicing the sword forms. He's not in the army, the Illian army. Spoiler there. Sorry if anybody's not aware of that. And so yeah, it's really intriguing that to see. But yeah, it's something to take into consideration when you watch the fight between Narg and Rand and Tam. They're not used to fighting Trollocs. They don't know how to fight them anymore. Of course, Tam does, but he no longer has been practicing. So yeah, it's really cool. I take quite a lot away from this particular 20 seconds. It's fantastic to see new scenes, over and over again, every day now, because we're literally 2 weeks away now from the debut on Amazon Prime. And of course, as we all know now, there's the London premiere on the 15th, which a lucky few content creators are going, so congrats to them, and I'm happy for you. But it's kind of funny and ironic to me how I'm literally a 10-minute walk away from most likely the 2 venues that they're going to be at, in Leicester Square or in the Royal Albert Hall. I literally could walk there and go. But this is a invite only, so yeah, what can you do? Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below, and leave any comments that you may have had on this new clip that I found today for you guys. I'll catch you all in another video later on in the week.